Is it on? Okay, there's a hammer. All right. Hi. I think that's as far as I can scoot over. I didn't want to set up my studio lights because it's so dark today, and this is the best place for light. So this is what we get. My husband's making me coffee. I'm so excited. Hey, I wanted to come in with a video where I just share an announcement, some personal stuff, because it's been a little while. Hold on, I need more brightness. So, oh, that's too bright now. So as y'all know, I've always been very, very honest, open, completely thought about all the decisions that I've made for a long, long time. And I've always given people pretty good notice on what's going on. This is gonna be an announcement slash personal video. There's not a YouTube peek this week. So what I wanted to share, the announcement first off, and I hope this doesn't upset anybody. There has been a season before where I had to do this. It was last year actually, around June, July, August, like around the middle of summer and stuff, where I had to kind of pull back from YouTube a little bit because of all of the traveling with the ministry and stuff. I realized at that season of my life that traveling internationally for this ministry, it didn't work for my work. It didn't work for my work. We decided that we were not going to travel as much with that ministry. Another opportunity might present itself in the future, but just as much as we were traveling, for me was a lot. It was a lot. So that happened, and then I came back on YouTube, and it's so funny to me. I just have to tell y'all because it's hilarious to me. I have been posting videos almost every week. I would say for sure 3 times a month for sure, which isn't a ton, but at the same time, even before Patreon, I was only doing about a video a week. So it's hilarious to me when I post a video weekly and people are like, I missed you so much. And I'm like, I've been here. Like, where have you been? Anyway, this is like sulfur and stuff that's you're supposed to drink it in the morning. Someone bought us this stuff and I've been doing it and it's been working. And between my trying to get less on sugar and working out and taking these things that give you nutrients in your body, I've been noticing different, what do you call it? Results? I don't know. I feel better. Anywho, so all that to say that I am going to be taking just a season of where I'm not feeling so much pressure. And this is really honestly for myself. Like, most people understand when I have to like pull back a little bit, and it's for myself. Like, I need to like give myself none of that pressure. So I'm probably still going to post a video or two, like maybe once a month. I don't know. I don't want to give myself like a commitment, because then the pressure, I'll start feeling that pressure again, because this is what's happening. Now I'm going into the personal side of things. Loan is not happening. I was given the runaround by this loan, and it's not his fault, but he's just, as he was looking into our situation and our finances and stuff like that, it's just, I'm not going to be able to get a loan until I do my taxes for 2018. So basically, in a nutshell, when we lived in the church and it looked like we didn't have a lot of money, and some of y'all have heard this before, we didn't have to make a lot of money because we didn't have to like pay but $100 to live there. And so 2016, it looks like for me like $10,000 that whole year. 2017 looks a lot better, and they have to average out both years of taxes to see what income you're making to determine how much of a loan you can get for a home. And so between those two, I think it was like 15, I think. I don't know. Let me just see. I think it was like 20 or something. I don't know. Not good enough to get a loan, to get a decent, and when I mean decent, I'm talking about something we have to fix up. We still would have to fix it up, which is fine. We love fixing up houses. But to get in an area that's nicer, it's not like It's not Helotes, it's not Bandera, or it's not like super north. It is literally a little mature retirement community of old people, Air Force people up in the northeast side of San Antonio. So it's not like amazing houses. They're just houses that need to be fixed up, that it's a little bit quieter and the crime's a lot less. So that's where I would like to put my family. And, you know, that's kind of where the loan situation is going. I talked to 2 other loan officers. They told me the same thing. I even talked to a person who had a program that would help families who want to purchase homes, but that means we'd have to move again for like a short amount of time. So here's the problem. Let me just go back. The problem is that our lease here is up January 27th. The first day that I can do my taxes to the IRS is January 29th. So it's 2 days after our lease is up. I went to the management and I asked, I was like, is there any possible way we can go month to month? We're trying to find a house. This wasn't ideal for my son to be hit in the face by one of the tenants that you guys let in. I'm not blaming you, but like, we didn't ask for that. You know, my kiddos are scared to go outside. So, I mean, it's not like we can stay here. They were saying, no, we can't go month to month. And she said, they might give you an extra month because y'all have been amazing at paying your rent. I mean, I'm ahead on my rent. I've never had a late fee. We've had no problems with this living here. We've been outstanding citizens here. They said they might give you another month, which to me, I feel like I see them evicting people all the time around this place. There was some person was living here. They didn't even know the apartment had people in it, and there was no electricity and it was bad, and they found out and they had to kick them out, and it was nuts. And they're trying to evict the young man and his mom and family, the one who's causing the problems. Apparently he's caused more problems for other people. It's not just my family, it's a bunch of people that he's like literally, I think he like ran and attacked a girl and tried to sexually do stuff to her, like that kind of stuff. Like he's bad news. He's bad news, and they're trying to get him out. The mom is wanting to fight it. Apparently, the surveillance that we have from our video cameras shows that he's not wearing his little ankle bracelet, and he took it off. And so that's violating his probation. And so that was a big one. They're like, please get us that video, which we did. We'd already sent it to them. But they're trying their hardest to get him out of here, which that would be great to have that feeling of a little bit more safety. But the truth still stands that we don't really feel like this is where we want to, stay. This is my game plan. My game plan is that we literally need to start packing. Like, I have got to start packing because I've got to be ready to move wherever it is. If it's with a friend for a little bit, if it's in a hotel, I don't know. But I'm praying, and I'm going to be writing like a plea of mercy, like a begging mercy letter to the owners of this apartment complex because of the situation we have been placed in, because I have been completely ahead of time on my rent. And I have references. Like, everybody is so sad that we're moving. Like, the management's sad, the maintenance guy's sad. He's like, you're the quietest people here. I'm like, I know. Like, we just, I pick up other people's dog poop because I don't want it in the yard, and they don't pick it up, so I pick it up. So, I mean, I don't feel like it's really asking for much, knowing that I am going to pay my rent if I go month to month. And I mean, you're evicting people all the time out of here. Like, I'm a quiet person. I don't cause any problems. Please, can we have mercy just to stay here, just so that I can file my taxes, get my pre-approval letter, get my house, and we can move. It literally would be maybe 2 months after like our lease is up. It's just the timing of it. The timing of it was just not in our favor, And maybe the timing of it, in hindsight, when we get there, it will be in our favor because like the perfect house will be available at that time. I don't know what God has planned. I mean, He's got it all worked out, and I'm really learning how to like let go and just trust Him. I mean, it's hard though. It is so hard because there's so much in transition right now. that I can't even share. But just to let you know, I cannot pack my house and get it cleaned up and in my apartment and do all of these videos and editing at the same time. And a lot of folks think that that's all I do is just the videos and the editing and the art, and it's not. I do educate my boys from home. One's in high school, and so it's been a little more challenging this year with his education. And I'm also a minister. I minister at a house of prayer, and I have like 4 worship leaders that I mentor underneath. So there's a lot more that I do than just the art. Really keeps me sane, and it keeps me really close to the God and all that. But there's just so much more that I'm doing, and something has to give. Like, I cannot do it all. So it's important to me to continue with my health journey, which is, this is part of the mental stuff too, like, you know, just continue trying to get good sleep, continue going to the gym 3 times a week. I've been going 3 times. I wanted to go more, but that wasn't realistic. So I've been just going 3 and being proud of that, not beating myself up that I can't go like 5 times a week. Like 3 times is better than 0, you know what I mean? So going 3 times a week to the gym just to like get moving. I feel so much better. I have no more pain in my back. I have a little issues in my shoulder now because I feel like I messed it up by like lifting too much or something. Just continuing with Patreon, being diligent and faithful on Patreon, which I have been. I've been delivering all my rewards and stuff, but I just, there's no way, there's no extra time for me to really sit and organize and look at, okay, this is what I have. I mean, I have so much to pack. I mean, we've been here, I feel like I can never truly settle in, but at the same time, like I am settled in. And so there's just stuff everywhere, and I just need to be able to get rid of stuff, and I need to donate stuff, and I need to pack stuff. Like I've packed a lot of the homeschool stuff, but yeah, just really getting organized and getting it done, because the last move we had was a nightmare. I think we had like 10 days notice from the people who were overseeing like the church. We had 10 days. They told us, we were out of town in Canada when they told us you have to move when you get back. We had 3 days from when we got back in town to move. It was a nightmare. I feel so bad for everybody who helped us. I literally had nothing packed because I had no notice. So not doing that again, and this time I'm gonna be organized this time. But in order to do that, I have to have some pressure released from another place, and that unfortunately is YouTube. Here's what always happens, okay? When the pressure's released, I feel so much freedom, and then I get inspiration and I do it, and then I'll put the pressure on myself, and it's like this horrible vicious cycle. So I'm just putting off the pressure, okay? I probably will post something. I have the Illustrated Faith Bible that I really want to look at and do a review of. Product reviews are probably going to be more going forward, just because they're easy to do, and a lot of people like to like look them up, and it's mindless. I get something or pull something out that I've had in my stash for a while and do a review on it, and it's super easy. So I mean, I could do that. I'm having a really hard time coming up with like ideas for things because I feel like so much of my brain is full of this move and this like, what are we gonna do for the loan, and oh my gosh, I have 2 days, like how is that gonna work with the timing, and this letter I have to write, and so I'm gonna write that letter today actually, because I need to. I feel fired up about it, and I'm gonna be nice and everything, but just I feel like it's not like something extravagant to ask for. And there's a ton of paperwork that goes along. Whether we move or not, we still have to do all the paperwork to be in compliance to live here after December 31st. I have to give them a ton of paperwork, all the financial stuff, all my records, all that kind of things. Because I'm self-employed, it's not as easy as just 2 pay stubs or a W-2. Because it's all self-employed, Schedule C, 1099, all that stuff. I have to give them like a file that thick. It's awful, and it takes a long time. So these are all the things that are going on. You know, I wish it was different. I wish I was more settled. I feel like when we have our home, I'll have a sense of settling maybe, and then it won't feel like we're always moving. Because I've always known when we moved in here that we weren't going to be here forever. Also, they will jack my rent up if I stay here for another year, like to more than it would be to actually purchase a home. So it's just not smart to stay. Plus, safety issues. The cops told us we needed to move, so we're gonna move. This is like super duper long. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But anyway, just wanted to tell you, I'm really sorry that there's no YouTube peek this week. I'll try to do one. I just need to have that pressure release. I will, for sure, everything will still stay here on Patreon. I'm still producing stuff here on Patreon, and I know that the support is to help me continue doing YouTube. And I feel badly that I can't say I can do one once a week right now, but I just, for my mental health, I can't do it. I've got to think of my family. I've got to think of my, you know, the packing. I got to think of the cleaning up this place. I really would like my deposit back. And I'm pretty good housekeeper, or try to be anyway, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's got to be done. Good scrub in the kitchen and a good scrub in the bathrooms. You will be getting content here. You will be seeing me here for sure. And you might have seen me kind of like slacking up on Instagram too, because it just, something has to give. It just has to give. And right now my kids' education can't give. I feel like my health really can't give. My ministry cannot give. Patreon is like my priority of all the things. Patreon is the priority. So that's where you're gonna see everything. I'm really sorry if that disappoints anybody, and I really pray that you can understand where I'm coming from and have grace for me in this season. I hope it's not a long season. This is something that's just the beginning of a transition for me next year. There is a change happening soon for me, and it's been a year in the making. It's been a year thinking about it, planning it out. Dave on board, everybody's on board, speaking to people that know me from YouTube and from Patreon, and saying, hey, what do you think about this? Paying for business consultation, all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't do anything hastily. Whenever I make a decision or a big decision, it's never in haste. I've always thought about it. I mean, this has been a year that I've been thinking about a transition for myself, for my growth, only because there's growth gonna happen, you know what I mean? So anyway, that is coming to you, and I probably will have everything solidified, and for like maybe December I'll be able to like talk more about that. So yeah, that is what I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much for listening to me gab. I hope you're having a good day and that you've enjoyed the videos so far. I love y'all so much. I cannot thank you enough for all the support that you've given my family. We are so grateful, so grateful. We wouldn't even be able to be in this place that we're at without your support. And so I really thank you for that. And I love you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.